While some anime programs are overly serious, there is a whole subgenre of comedy anime, and we've compiled a list of our favorites. Gigantic robots, ninjas, and giant robot ninjas aren't the only things you'll find in anime. There's also a lot of humor in it. In fact, anime comedies have their own category on Netflix and other streaming platforms. As a result, there are numerous titles from which to choose. Today we will count down top 10 comedic anime series to watch right now. Before starting this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Number 10. The Devil is a Part-Timer, Hatarako Mausama. It is commonly known that working at McDonald's is the quickest method to bring any high views about good and evil back to earth. Please accept my apologies. I meant McDonald's. That is what happens to Satan after he, along with his army's leader and chief adversary, fall through a black hole connecting modern Tokyo. The most fascinating aspect of this anime is how regular yet endearing folks transform not just the devil, but also the goody two-shoes hunter who was attempting to kill him. She has to convince herself over and over that this guy is truly terrible and has perpetrated atrocities. But as the narrative progresses, she begins to understand that she sounds like a demon hunter parody and must adjust to our mundane, demon-free world. Number 9. Arakawa Under the Bridge. Arakawa Under the Bridge, in contrast to the previous entry, drops a highly punctilious young man under a bridge. A young woman saves his life, much to his dismay, and in exchange for saving his life, he agrees to grant her one wish: to experience love. The main problem and source of humor stems from the fact that this beautiful young woman and all of her pals are completely mad or outright yokai, Japanese folk fairy monsters, and Ko is the heir to a huge Japanese corporation. The animation, colors, and storyline are all excellent. And if you enjoy Japanese folklore and strange humor, you'll enjoy it. Number 8. I Am Sakamoto, Sakamoto Desuka. Let's take a look at this similar fish out of water scenario from the perspective of the other fish. Picture having to share your life with someone who is always perfect and cool, regardless of what they do, even whether they're going upstairs, eating rice, or swatting a bee out the window. While the majority of your activities are undoubtedly mundane and faulty. Isn't it aggravating? Sakamoto students Koans have to deal with this every day when he manages to accomplish flawlessly the most routine and impossible tasks. Every episode is a winner, just like Sakamoto himself and his enigmatic finale. The character design is excellent, the punchlines are very startling, and every single episode is a winner, just like Sakamoto himself and his ambiguous ending. Number 7. Level E. Level E is divided into 4 story arcs. It starts as your usual sporty slice of life shonen or seinen yada yada, but that train is wrecked as soon a beautiful alien prince invades the one-bedroom protagonist's apartment. This spoiled troll, Ahem, claims to be suffering from forgetfulness. If only assistance was on the way. Baka's shenanigans on Earth are followed in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th arcs, culminating in one of the most satisfying trolling endings ever seen. If you enjoyed the Men in Black franchise, or if your favorite character from Ouran High School Host Club was Tamaki in Baka mode, you'll enjoy this film. Number 6. Space Dandy. This cosmic comedic gem is the brainchild of Shinichiro Watanabe, the man behind Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop and Studio Bones, the studio behind Full Metal Alchemist, Spice and Wolf, and Ouran High School Host Club. So, in addition to being hilarious, this series is of exceptional quality. Dandy is an extraterrestrial space hunter that travels the galaxy on a Hawaiian-themed starship and enjoys taking his crew to boobies, the galaxy's version of Hooters. Almost every episode ends with the crew looking like Kenny from South Park, which looks odd until the plot explains why. By no means is this a deep anime, but the art direction, bizarre scripting, and B-movie homages more than make up for it. If you enjoy old Jim Carrey, Cowboy Bebop, South Park, and trippy imagery, this is a must-see. Number 5. Gintama. Gintama is at the top of every comedy anime list for a reason. It is fantastic. It was based on a manga and has a slew of different versions, seasons, and OVAs, each one crazier than the last, but the animation of the action scenes, the voice acting, and the inside jokes that will delight anime fans raise the bar even higher. So, zoom in on Edo period Japan, which is full of samurai goodness. and which has been overrun by the Amantos, an alien civilization that invaded a while ago. Jintoki is the protagonist, a general store owner who strives to spend his life in accordance with the samurai code, assisting others, and avoiding as many battles as possible. Unfortunately for him, ultra-strong aliens, anarchists, warrior clans, impossible landladies, and god dogs surround him. Gintama's plot is a cross between Samurai Champloo, Inuyasha, and Dragon Ball, and fans of those anime will appreciate it. Number 4, Italia. If you have a World War II test coming up and need some cute anime males to get you through an all-nighter, this is the anime to watch. Italia anthropomorphizes world countries by having them reenact historical events in 5-minute skits that are fuller in speech than regular 20-minute episodes. If you enjoy voice actor J. Michael Tatum's offbeat portrayal of France, you'll love this film. If you're a history buff or a fan of Fruits Basket's silliest skits, you'll appreciate it. Number 3, My Ordinary Life, Nichijou. Nichijou depicts the daily lives of 3 females, yet, like Scott Pilgrim vs. The World, each of these mundane incidents is given the Super Saiyan or Tron treatment, or, in some situations, the Chi the Cat treatment, which is completely relaxing as a palate cleanser. The patterns are really soothing to look at. With a color palette that leans toward golden pastels, it's also the gentlest, friendliest series on the list, and it's ideal to watch if you're having a bad day, because you watched Italia instead of studying for that exam, and need some soothing anime to cheer you up. Number 2, Ouran High School Host Club. The prince archetype, twincest, reverse, and regular harem, cross-dressing, Megain characters, samurai and yakuza pretty boys, yaoi aimed at women, poor girl meets group of ultra-rich, godlike young men, all-girl school with Yuri over, and all overtones, the boy next door plotline, as well as all those special events like everyone and everything makes Ouran laugh, especially fangirls and French names. Every episode contains a plot twist that completely changes the story of the chapter, and will truly surprise you the first time you view it. Haroi, a scholarship student accepted to the ultra-rich, Pretty in Pink for Psyche Ouran Academy, is the protagonist of the story. A precious jar is smashed on the first day, and Haroi finds herself in debt to a group of spoiled male students posing as hosts catering to their female classmates' desires. Don't worry, the majority of this is rated PG-13. You'll enjoy it if you've ever watched shoujo, any shoujo, or if you've always found shoujo to be exceedingly uncomfortable to watch, but couldn't put your feelings into words. Number 1, Monthly Girls Nozaki Koen, Geiken Shoujo Nozaki Koen. Monthly Girls Nozaki Koen, on the other hand, is a very targeted satire zooming into the shoujo manga industry and the trials and hardships of your average mangaka. The first protagonist is Nozaki Koen, a solemn and imposing high school student who is secretly a well-known romance mangaka. The deuteragonist is Sakura, a cute girl who has a huge crush on him and reacts to the revelation of his secret with as much joy and gambarimasu as Goku reacts to Dragon Balls. Despite the fact that her plan to seduce him by becoming his assistant fails, this hilarious anime provides a fascinating glimpse into the inner workings of Japanese editorial management, the laws governing the types of images that can be published, and the various ways comic book artists find inspiration to work through impossible deadlines. If you've ever contemplated working in that field, this is a must-see. That's a wrap for today's video. What are your opinions on our list? Please share your thoughts in the comments box below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates in the future.